Revelation 3563. From the 30th of September 1945. Good and evil forces work according to the plan of salvation. My will rules the world. And if I will, the thinking of people who are unconsciously my instruments on earth will also change. For good and evil forces are active according to my will, even if the will of the latter is directed against me. I leave people's will free, but as soon as they use their will in accordance with the eternal plan of salvation my will is determining, that is, the effect of whatever evil will plans will always also be the implementation of my plan of salvation. The working of evil forces against their will also contribute towards the soul's redemption, which have a good but weakened will within themselves. It is my will which determines, but the human being is responsible for his will, for I do not take away his freedom of will, thus I neither force him to do good nor evil deeds, yet I then give his thoughts the direction that his deeds adapt to my plan of salvation, whether they are of good or bad origin. And thus I can also use evil people at any time to process world events by them acting in complete freedom of will and being unconscious instruments through their actions, for my will evaluates their actions as they are conducive to people's spiritual state. And where I don't want bad thoughts to come to fruition, I confuse people's thinking insofar as they strive and hope for other goals and, of their own accord, drop the thoughts which first moved them for the sake of their own advantage. Their thinking remains bad, and yet they can carry out actions against their will which my will directs to a good outcome for people in order to help them spiritually and physically. And therefore you humans may always ask for earthly danger to be averted, for even if it becomes a reality I can avert the danger for the supplicant myself, because my love and my strength can do everything if only he presents his request to me with the right trust. I do not force people's will, yet my will is above all else, and my will only allows that to be carried out which corresponds to my eternal plan of salvation. All powers of heaven and earth must serve me, voluntarily or involuntarily they render me their services, and therefore you humans need not fear the powers of the underworld either if you have given yourselves to me, for then I will also guide their thinking towards you so that they will not harm you despite bad will and bad intention. If you give yourselves to me you will also be under my protection, and the evil forces will not be able to do anything against you because my will banish them from taking action against what wants to belong to me. But my plan of eternity is fixed, and every action, every will expressed in the actions, contributes to the fulfillment of my eternal plan of salvation, consciously or unconsciously. Yet my love and wisdom govern all powers of heaven and earth and make them subject to me and my will. Amen.